Ready when you are.
Everybody. I'm Jonna from One Pip Wonder, and I'm here with Darla.
Hi, everybody. We are so excited to be here.
So we decided we were going to get together and talk about our favorite cute games.
Yes.
Because I love cute games.
And so do I.
I know.
As you guys know.
You
know, every time I'm on the channel saying, I want it to be cute. I like cute. I like cute. And so it was so great when Jonna reached out and said, hey, why don't we talk about cute games together? And I'm like, yeah, let's do this collaboration. This will be great because she likes cute. I like cute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah. And for me, I resonated with you right away when you said, oh, I like it because it's cute. And for most people, it's not a big deal. But for me, if components are done with love and extra attention, and I like that a lot. So,
me too.
Yeah, I thought it would be fun to see what your favorites are.
Yeah. So what we're going to do today is, just give a top 5. You've got a top 5. Mm-hmm. I have a top 5. We don't know each other's top 5, so it'll be a surprise to both of us. And it'll be kind of nice to see if we both like some of the same games.
I agree. I know. I was like, I think Starla has a bigger collection than me, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we're going to have a lot of crossover.
Well, I don't know. Let's find out. I can't wait to see what you come up with, and I'm ready to share mine.
So who wants to start?
Well, you know what? I'll let you go first, and let's see. Let's start with, we're going to give you now our number 5 of our top 5.
Okay. So my number 5 is, I'm going to just preference this by saying, I put these in order by the amount I have enjoyed playing them.
Yeah.
So this game, I'm not saying it's not as good as the other ones, but I just haven't played it as much, and that is Everdell.
Everdell. Oh, I love that one.
So Everdell is, you just look at the box cover and it just kind of screams cuteness.
It does. It really does. I have to agree with you.
Yep. And when I was a kid, I was really into the Redwall series, which is all about the woodland fantasy creatures. And so whenever I see that in movies or in board games, I am a magnet to it. So, and I played it for the first time this past week, and I have to say, it wasn't a great experience. We played the base. We didn't play the base. That was the problem. Yeah. We had an expansion. I think it was the Belfair expansion, so we could play 5 players. And it was just a little too much, and no one could really get combos going at the beginning, which that game is really fun when you can get play off of cards. So it's a card game where you're building a tableau of beautiful cards with all these woodland creatures doing all sorts of woodland creature-y jobs. And it's also worker placement. So you're just gathering resources, and you can kind of build your resources based off of what the cards let you do. But if you get bad combos, it's not so much fun. So that's what happened.
Well, I feel the same way, because the first time we played it, a couple of months ago, we got it into our collection, and I felt the same way. You've got to build up those combos and stuff. Otherwise, it's not as much fun, but it doesn't take away from the cute factor.
Yeah.
Those little animeeples are cute.
They are adorable. So I am going, I want to play the base game because of the cuteness factor. I'm I have to see if it, is good. I want to give it another chance, because I really was delighted by all the little wooden components, and the artwork is gorgeous. So, yeah, Everdell was my number 5.
Everdell is a good one. That one didn't make my list. It did not.
Cute level must be pretty high.
Well, actually, I really went simplistic for my number 5. My number 5 is Cat Lady. And Cat Lady is a card game by AEG. It's 2 to 4 players. And I like the artwork. You know, some people say, oh, the little cats are kind of simplistic, but I think they're so cute. I love the way they were drawn. I love the whole concept of the game. You know, you got little cat toys and you got cat costumes and the food. So I just thought it was a really cute game with cats. And I'm not a big cat person. I really like dogs more than cats, but I think cats are interesting and they can be, you know, really cute little creatures when they do things. So to have them in cards, I just thought it was great. And when we first, you know, played Cat Lady, we were actually at a little small gaming event. And when we saw it, we played it, I fell in love. And that's usually what happens with me. If I see a game I like and I love it, then I want to get it. So I had to get it immediately because I loved it. And I think it's great. It's an easy game to play. I don't think anyone would not like Cat Lady. You'd have to really hate cats to not like Cat Lady because it's a cute game. But yeah, AEG did a great job with this game and I like it. It's great. That's my number 5.
Cool. Yeah, I haven't played it yet. And I have to say, I'm not a cat person either, but it does look cute.
It is
cute. Look cute from the cover. So you're convincing me too because I also like AEG.
Well, I think it's the only way I'm going to get cats in my house is to play the card game because, again, I like cats for other people, but I like dogs. I'm a dog lover.
Yeah, me too. They're a little simpler. So moving on to number 4. I picked Dungeon Academy, which is a roll and write. This is a game that came out by the OP, and it's a roll and write, and you're like these little characters. They're actually D&D reminiscent. Like some of the characters are like barbarians and monks. There's ninjas, so it's kind of a mixture of characters. It's not D&D like straight D&D, but it's very reminiscent. And you're in this dungeon and you're rolling these dice kind of like a boggle style. Yeah. Where you have a little box and you flip it over and those are the dice you have to work through and you're trying to like make a little path. And every monster that you run into, you have to fight. And you can only, you know, spend so many tokens to fight monsters. So you have to be kind of careful. So you're like picking up like health and weapons as you go through, but you're also fighting monsters as you're going through. So you kind of have to keep track of all of that as you're drawing your path through through these dice. I'm not explaining this very well. I haven't played it in a while, but what's really cute about it is the implementation of this D&D theme. It's very almost anime-like. The characters are very whimsical and kid-like, and they're supposed to be graduating from their like school, from their D&D school. So, but I think the cutest part of this game is the insert because it's this really pretty like aqua color and all the pieces have a special little place. It's one of the nicest inserts we have. And I mean, the game is very fun and simple. It's just a very light little roll and write. The theme I enjoy and it's done in a super cute way. And then the insert is really nice. So it's just a package, you know? So that's my number 4.
Well, that's interesting, you know, little cute monsters. I haven't played that game or even heard of that game. I'm not a big roll and write fan. So, you know, that's interesting, but I have to check it out because I do like something that's cute.
Yeah, it's not the typical roll and write where you're like trying to fill in all these things. Yeah. It's very much like a little maze path. It's a little different.
A little different.
You might like it, Starlet.
Okay. Well, let's see. Well, my number 4 is Quadropolis.
Oh.
Now, Quadropolis is a 2 to 4 player. It's by Days of Wonder. It's, you know, hand management. You're building a city. It's tile placement. But the cutest thing to me about Quadropolis are the meeples. And the first time I played Quadropolis, I fell in love with the meeples because the meeples are this like translucent material. So you've got this blue that's kind of a see-through blue for the meeple. Then you've got the little energy cubes that are red and they're translucent. And it's another one of those things. I played it one time, fell in love, had to have it.
Yeah.
It's the thing I love to do. I like that whole city building. I like, putting things together. But yeah, the meeples just really blew me away that they were translucent. And we didn't have at that time any other game that had meeples that looked like that. So I was like, I gotta have this one. So we put Quadropolis in our collection and we played it. Oh God, over and over and over. We love it. Absolutely love it. So yeah, that's a great game. If you really, I'm into components. It's cute can be defined in a lot of ways. It could just be like I said, just the little meeples were cute, or it could be the board, or it could be the mechanics that are really sweet, that you like the way they feel. But for this one, it was the meeples.
The meeples.
Yep. So that's my number 4.
All right. Awesome. All right. So moving on to number 3.
Number 3.
Number 3. I decided to go with Islebound, and this is Ryan Lockett game. Are you familiar with him, with his games? Mm-hmm. So all the artwork has kind of the same other world that he created, like otherworldly feel to it. And Islebound, like, it definitely has that like above and below or near and far look to it, but it's all sea voyaging. It's an adventure game, and you have these little ships that are moving to different islands, different lands, and you can choose to do like 4 different actions. Very simple. It seems complicated, but once you learn to play it, it's pretty simple. But it has a lot of nice little components. So it gives you that like modern board gaming feel, even though like you could probably, it's a nice family weight, I would say. Yeah. And I think the boats are super duper cute. It's just like a really simple little standee. Yeah. But the artwork on them is really clean and kind of fresh and bright looking. And then there's these dragon cards that I just love. I love the dragons in that. It's just like it's kind of simple, like you said with Cat Lady, how the artwork's just simple and it brings this cuteness across. Yeah. He kind of has that going on in this game. So anyway, Islebound is my number 3.
Well, my number 3 is a game called Scoville. Oh. Absolutely love Scoville. It's 2 to 6 players. It's by Tasty Minstrel Games, and you are a pepper farmer. Oh. And the peppers are so cute. They come in multiple colors, and then they have this one pepper that is translucent clear, and that's the ghost pepper. And I absolutely love putting little peppers in the ground and trying to, grow the peppers. And this is another one of those games where the components are really what made it so cute to me. The little pepper shaped, I guess they're not really meeples. They're vegetable meeples. Right. They're not really meeples, but you use those little components, to grow things. And I love that it's colorful, and it's just a great, and the cards are beautiful and colorful, and when you're, putting recipes together to make your chili and all that stuff, or whatever recipe you're using your peppers for. And I just thought it was a great concept, to use peppers that are on the Scoville scale. And I just thought it was great. So I really love Scoville. A lot of fun, great middleweight game for your family. I don't know, it could be gateway, but yeah, maybe. But I would go middleweight, really.
Gotcha. Cool. I've never heard of that. And I love the theme of like, so you're making chili?
Well, you collect peppers, you grow peppers, and you use them to fulfill recipe cards. Okay. Yeah, so you've got different recipes. Yeah.
That sounds I'll have to check that out. That sounds super cute.
Yeah, it is.
Which is what we're talking about. So all right. So number 2 for me might be controversial.
Okay.
I went with the Grizzled for number 2.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of along the lines of like it's so endearing. Yeah. It's cute. It's kind of like it's so ugly. It's cute.
Oh, it's so ugly.
What the Grizzled is. So if you're not familiar with it, it's a co-op game, which I know you don't like co-op, Taylor, but
no.
That's okay. It's still cute.
That's okay. I mean, I'm learning something.
Yeah, and it's about World War I, which I think is really unique. There aren't a whole lot of World War I games, and this is kind of a lighter. What do they say? Yeah, it's 2 to 5 players, plays about 30 minutes. And what you're doing, it's a card game, and you're going through a trial deck, and it will have things like barbed wire and bullets and all these things that you will face in battle. And so you have to get over these trial cards, and what you're doing as a group is laying down trial cards. Each person has a turn to lay one down, and you're trying to get rid of them as a group without getting 3 of the same things in a row. So there's like some cards will have snow and bullets. So if you lay down 3 snow cards, then you're going to lose. So you have to kind of like, it's a little bit of push your luck in a co-op style. But what's really endearing about it is there's all these things that you're doing for the people you're playing with to support them, to kind of save them, to help them get over their phobias. So in this game, it's a war game, but you're addressing the mental and emotional toll it takes on soldiers, which I love. I think that's such a sweet theme, and I think it's really important. I don't know. I just think it's kind of a really cool aspect of a war game. But what they do is you hand someone a little coffee token. It's like a little cup of coffee to support them, to show support. Or it's the support, and then you can also give people words of encouragement. There's these little like text bubbles, and you can like encourage them, and that'll help them get over their phobia or whatever. So very unique game. The artwork, like I said, you look at it, it's almost so ugly. It's cute. Like I don't know how else to describe it. So that's the Grizzled. That was my pick. It's the endearing factor.
That's interesting. A war game that's cute, but I don't know that game, but it sounds interesting. And if you'll
see in the pictures,
that's right. I'll get a chance to see it later. You're right. Well, my number 2, I'm sticking with the cute factor, is Tekanoko.
Oh, that's super cute.
Now, Tekanoko is 2 to 4 players. It's by Bumbix. It's dice rolling, set collection, tile placement. But the cutest part is the panda. And so you love having this little panda come around to your different tiles. But what you don't love is when he tries to eat your bamboo. And so the bamboo is cute as well. So you get a chance to build your bamboo by putting different stalks on top of each other, and they can go to 3 levels or 4 levels. But then the little panda comes over and he eats your bamboo. That you don't like. But it's so cute. The tiles, I can't say that the tiles are beautiful, but they're colorful. And I just love the panda, and also the gardener. They've got a little guy. He's not a meeple. It's actually an action figure, really. He's a gardener, fully painted and everything, and he gardens the bamboo and everything, but the panda wants to eat the bamboo. And I just think it is so cute.
I totally forgot about Tekanoko. Like, I played that a while ago. Someone brought it to our game group. And those components are super cute. That panda
They are, and it's a great. I think it's a great gateway game because it's just really tile placement. It's not a difficult game to learn. There's some cards and some dice rolling, but mostly tile placement, and it's a really solid game. I love it. But again, I would have bought it just for the panda. So when my husband got the game, the panda was great. But the game is great, but just having the panda alone, that was great. So that is my number 2.
I love it. All right. So number 1.
I
didn't know what to put here. I could have put a couple different ones from this company, but I went with Rhino Hero. And this is a Haba game. It's a kid's game, but it's really not. I've been taking it everywhere and trying to get everyone to play it with me. It's a dexterity game, and it's a simple concept. They basically took the idea of building a house of cards and they turned it into a competitive little game. And so you have everyone's dealt these roof cards, and you're trying to get rid of those. Whoever gets rid of those first will be the winner. And every time it's your turn, you have to add the vertical cards,
Okay.
and then you can put your roof card on top. Wait, no, you put your roof card on top and then build the vertical wall cards, and then it'll be the next person.
Okay.
And there's different like cards. They'll switch turn order, make someone draw extra cards, or the best is the Rhino Hero card. When you play that card, there's a little tiny rhino meeples, this little blue like superhero rhino.
Yeah.
You have to move onto different floors of your card house, and it's very tricky because you have to remove it from where it is and carefully place it wherever you're building. In this game, it's very anxiety inducing, but it's super cute. It like weighs itself out. It's just great. It's so much fun. And I think the cutest part is that the wall cards have little windows where there'll be a little cat coming out or some dinner inside. Like, it's very illustrated.
Yeah.
So it's super cute. So anyway, I got too much into the mechanics there, but the cute card is just that like each card makes you feel like you're building a little apartment.
Yeah.
So yeah, Rhino Hero, #1.
Well, you know what? That's a good one. That's another one I've never heard of. This is so cool that we're able to do these lists because we got stuff that I didn't know about, and hopefully I've got some things you don't know about, and we learn some new stuff.
Yeah. I'm really happy with how these lists turned out.
Well, you know, my #1, which I've said it before on another video, I love this game, love this game, love this game. And I love it simply because the artwork is so cute. And that is Happy Pigs.
Oh!
Happy Pigs, I fell in love with it because who wouldn't love a square pink pig? I mean, it's square. And it's got little buggy eyes on it. I mean, who couldn't love that? And so the first time I saw it, we were at a friend's house and we played the game there, and I told my husband I gotta have it. It's so cute. I mean, the little pigs are so cute. They're square. You get to grow the baby pigs into medium-sized pigs, and then you go into the big pigs and you get to vaccinate them and stuff. Because, I mean, the game really teaches you about pig farming, you know, because you have to vaccinate. You got to do, you got cards you're using because you're going through seasons. And I just love it. Now, I love the way the game plays, but again, I just wanted it because I like the pigs. They're square, they're pink.
Yeah.
And they've got the little buggy eyes. So Happy Pigs to me is one of the cutest games ever. And it'll probably always be my #1 as far as cute goes. I don't know. The components are just basic components. I mean, they're nice components and they're solid. They're no, you know, wooden pigs or anything. But the artwork is just adorable. And I just fell in love with it. So that is my #1 cute game, Happy Pigs.
Awesome. I've heard you talk about the Happy Pigs.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that
ILO
out
Games
too.
did a great job with that one. I don't know who did the artwork, but it was great.
Yeah. Well, we did it.
This was it.
We didn't have crossovers or anything.
No.
We brought new things to the table, so I love it.
So I know the people on our channels are gonna learn a lot because you know, when this video goes on your channel, they'll hear about my list, and when it goes on my channel, they'll hear about your list. And I think that's great. I really love the fact that you came with this idea to do a collaboration because, you know, we need to do that. It's great because we're all working towards the same goal. We want to bring more people into the hobby. We want to see people having fun with board games. So I think it's great when content creators collaborate. So thank you for reaching out so that we could do this.
Open. Yeah.
I love it. It's been a lot of fun. And I just hope that the viewers love it as much as I love it right now.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to say, like, I appreciate you so much for just your openness and like,
thank you.
You and Mick have such an awesome channel. I love that you guys are just focusing on family weight games. It's just so refreshing. So I just wanted to, like, anyone who's watching, if you're from my channel and Starla's new to you, you have to go check out their channel because they just have great content and they're just a lovely couple. So that is
I did on that.
Yeah.
I did on that. For if you're watching on my channel and you haven't seen One Pip Wonder, go check her out. She has some funny content, so go check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. But you know, let's tell everybody where they can find us.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm on YouTube, One Pip Wonder, and I'm also on Facebook if you want to look me up there. I post photos and just, whatever I'm working on, I'll post and have conversations going on there. I'm also on Twitter, so you can, look up One Pip Wonder on Twitter, and then I think that's it.
Well,
as far as I've gotten.
Well, we're also on YouTube, Our Family Plays Games, and you can get us on Facebook, Our Family Plays Games, and on Instagram. But on Twitter, we're under our_plays. So we got a crazy Twitter name. That's my fault. But you can find it. But I hope everybody enjoys this. And a lot of you guys I know had asked me about my favorite cute games. Well, here they are. And then you got 5 more from One Pip Wonder. So these are cute games people can check out, and hopefully you'll enjoy and think they're as cute as we do.
Thanks everybody for watching.
Thank you guys.
We really appreciate it.
All right, we'll check you out next time. Bye everybody.
Bye.